Buckle up, because the tech world just got rocked by a €120 million fine slapped on Elon Musk's X platform by the European Union, the very first showdown under groundbreaking new digital regulations that could redefine how social media giants operate globally. It's a story of innovation clashing with oversight, and trust me, you won't want to look away as we unpack the details, controversies, and what it all means for the future of online spaces. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this a fair crackdown on deceptive practices? Or is it the EU flexing its muscles against a powerful American innovator? Let's dive in and explore. At the heart of this drama is X, formerly known as Twitter, which has been handed this hefty penalty after the European Commission determined it violated the Digital Services Act (DSA), a set of rules introduced in 2023 to keep large tech platforms in check. Think of the DSA as a digital rulebook designed to protect users from misinformation, scams, and other online harms by enforcing transparency and accountability. For beginners, imagine it like traffic laws for the internet highway. Companies must signal clearly what's real and what's not, much like how drivers use turn signals to avoid accidents. The breaches, scrutinized over 2 years, boiled down to 3 main issues that paint a picture of a platform bending the rules. First, there was the deceptive blue tick verification badge. Originally, before Musk acquired Twitter in October 2022, these ticks were reserved for verified accounts like politicians, celebrities, public figures, journalists, and even established bloggers or YouTubers to help users distinguish genuine voices from imposters. But post-takeover, anyone subscribing to X Premium could snag that coveted blue checkmark, blurring the lines and making it harder to spot who's who. The EU saw this as misleading, fining X €45 million for undermining user trust in authenticity. Second, the platform fell short on advertising transparency. Under the DSA, tech giants like X must publish a public, searchable list of their advertisers. Why? To shield against illegal scams, fake ads, and sneaky coordinated campaigns, especially during political elections. For instance, picture a scenario where fake ads pretending to endorse candidates flood the platform. Without transparency, researchers and watchdog groups can't easily investigate and expose them. X was hit with €35 million for not playing ball here, potentially allowing shady promotions to slip through undetected. The third strike: failing to grant researchers access to public data. The DSA mandates that platforms provide this information so experts can monitor tricky topics, like political content or disinformation. Without it, tracking how algorithms might amplify harmful posts becomes nearly impossible. X received €40 million for this lapse, highlighting how vital open data is for keeping online ecosystems healthy. And this is the part most people miss. Data access isn't just bureaucratic fluff. It's a tool for academics and activists to hold power to account, preventing everything from election meddling to viral hate speech spirals. This ruling wraps up one chapter of a broader investigation that kicked off 2 years ago, but it's not over yet. The EU is still probing 3 more areas, including how X handles illegal content, its algorithms that boosted certain posts after Musk's rebrand, and whether the platform adequately combats incitement to violence or terrorism. Plus, they are examining the user reporting mechanisms for flagging dodgy material. With excess potential fines capped at 6% of its global revenue, estimated between $2.5 billion and €2.7 billion in 2024, this €120 million is just the appetizer. Henna Virkkunen, the European Commission's executive vice president overseeing tech rules, didn't mince words. With the DSA's first non-compliance decision, we are holding X responsible for undermining users' rights and evading accountability. Deceiving users with blue checkmarks, obscuring information on ads, and shutting out researchers have no place online in the EU. Her statement underscores the EU's commitment to a safer digital world, but it also sparks debate. Are these rules stifling innovation, or are they essential guardrails in an era of deepfakes and AI-generated chaos? Now, zooming out, This fine isn't just about X, it could ignite a transatlantic feud. The ruling might rile up the incoming Trump administration, especially after recent U.S. threats of tariffs on EU steel unless tech regulations ease up. Last week, U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick hinted at this, only for EU Commissioner Teresa Ribeira to call it blackmail. EU officials insist the decision is independent, emphasizing their sovereign right to oversee even American tech behemoths. With 25 companies, including TikTok, under DSA scrutiny, it's clear the EU is drawing a line in the sand. Controversially, some argue this pits protectionism against free market tech growth. Could it escalate into broader trade wars? Or is it a necessary stand against unchecked corporate power? Musk, on the cusp of becoming the world's first trillionaire by 2027, has 90 days to craft an action plan to fix these issues. But like other giants such as Apple, he's free to appeal to the European Court of Justice if he disagrees. Meanwhile, the EU has already locked in commitments from TikTok to improve ad transparency, proving the DSA can yield results without always resorting to fines. X has been contacted for its take on the matter, and the EU confirms they've been notified. As this saga unfolds, it begs big questions. Should global tech platforms bend to regional rules, or do we need universal standards? Is Elon Musk a victim of overregulation, or is he finally facing the consequences of his platform's changes? What's your stance? Do you see this as a win for user rights, or an unwelcome intrusion on innovation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take and spark a lively debate.